Hey everyone, it's Jen with ChappyPlans. I'm super excited to share with you volume 2 of my Project Life album for 2023. So if you'd like to see what's inside, stick around. Hey everybody, we're just a couple of days away from the end of January. It's Jen with ChappyPlans. Today I'm sharing a flip through of album number 2 in my Project Life scrapbook for this past year, 2023. I have already shared flip through number 1, which I will link at the end of this video and in the description box. You can check that out. And I will just keep it to volume 2 or we would be here for way too long. So these scrapbooks, if you don't know, are from scrapbook.com. They're a 9x12 size. This was my first year completing this project. I absolutely loved every second of it. It's probably my favorite way to document our lives with pictures and words thus far. I use a combination of subscription kits that I had this year, which are either from Paper Person Shop, which no longer offers those subscriptions, Ali Edwards, of course, both story kits and stories by the month, with additional add-ons here and there, and Studio Calico subscriptions as well. I also have mixtures of things from my own stash, such as some former Heidi Swapp products, American Crafts items, and things from local craft stores and Ranger Ink, of course. So that being said, this is volume 2. As you can see, I don't have like a title page. It's something I'm thinking of doing for 2024, which we're in now. So we'll have to see how it goes. With everything else going on in life, I obviously, did the best that I could. But for this first week of July, I ended up making it a 3-page spread. So I talked about each of the days of the week. And of course, it's so fun to go back and look at these stories, and even looking at how young Nora and her friends look just a few months ago. It's crazy how fast kids grow. So I am so grateful to have these albums. If I'm not going to probably be able to link specific items or anything like that, but please let me know if you have questions about any of them. I'm more than happy to share. This summer we spent a lot of time with our best friends, the Groffs, and went to the country club swimming a lot, had them over a lot. I think this was this was the day I interviewed for my substitute teaching position. Let's see. Sorry, I'm going to probably have to keep moving this in and out of frame because it's just so big. We had an end of the year flamingo party for Nora. Here, let me see. Maybe I can zoom in so I'm just on like one portion and I'll just have to keep moving it. I don't know. Hopefully that's not too annoying. Sorry, it's huge. So lots of photos and talking about how much of a big hit it was to have this little party. And it's something Nora now wants to do again this year, so we'll see. This was when we got to see, you're not in frame. This was when we got to see Kids Bop VIP. It was her first concert and she absolutely loved it. We went with her friend Zoe. And I just had so many photos and really loved documenting this experience because she just had the best time ever. You could see there is a selfie of us, and there she is with some cotton candy and dancing with her friend. And then this sweet photo of Nora sleeping. Week 28. So these products are mostly Studio Calico, with some, it looks like some from my own stash. This is a combination of lots of different things. So there's Studio Calico cards in here and chipboard pieces, but then there's also cards from Ali Edwards and embellishments and cards from Tracy Reed Designs. This is week 28, so still in the middle of July. Nora got really sick. This is just what she's currently eating. She's starting to really enjoy salmon and sushi at this point. And this is when we started playing the game of life on a regular basis, which turns out to be one of her favorite games of all time thus far. And yeah, I was able to meet my friend for brunch, so I took a selfie of that. So yeah. And this is about me being an ally because there was a lot of drama on Plannergram, if you will, about being Christian and being an ally, which is something that I identify as both of. So yeah, for more about that, you can go back and watch this process video. I'm not going to rehash it here. Okay, we have Studio Calico products and a few, it looks like a few paper person shop items. This looks like a combination of lots of things. So week 29, I got my hair highlighted. I took Nora to get boba. Let's see. Nora had some tutoring. It rained a lot. Nora was in Roblox coding camp for summer. She had a cavity filled. She played with some slime. There's Nora reading to us in bed. And there was a fire down the street from us. That's Nora and her teacher slash tutor over the summer. This was when the Barbie movie was coming out, so I took a picture of Nora in front of the sign, even though we haven't seen it still. Nora dancing, because she finally won at the Game of Life. Tacos with haddock fish, which we tried. She didn't like, but it was something we tried, and I'm glad that she did. She's pretty good about trying food. This is Nora, a photo my friend sent me of Nora and her little buddy there at Target, and I covered up his face. And this is the last week of July. Nora's practicing the cup song because we're going to go see our cousins on vacation, and she wanted to do it with all of them. Before we left, her former teacher assistant came and visited and took them all out for ice cream. That's her and a few of her friends. So that was really, really special. These are mostly Allie Edwards and paper person shop items. And then we always travel. We try to go through Canada if we're not going to stop and stay overnight, so that it's a little bit quicker than going around Canada. Finally we get home. By home I mean Michigan, and Nora and Fiona spent quite a bit of time together. They are cousins, and so there's a bunch of pictures of them and little tiny stories about their time together. So we spent a couple days with Grandma and Grandpa, and then we left for our trip. At this time we all had mono, or Matt and I had mono, and I was almost getting better and he was just starting out with symptoms. So it was like a whole thing, having to switch cabins and upgrade our cabin to an individual and all that kind of stuff. But we ended up having a really good time despite all of that. Oh, this is trying to jump into my project life. So we were here for week 31, and I used Allie Edwards and Paper Person Shop products again. This one, Nope, Not Good, for the title for week 31 because we had mono, conjunctivitis. I was feeling perimenopausal. I jotted down, so these are just bullets of things. Not all bad, some good, obviously. But we did matching jammies for the cousins. They watched a movie. We played mini golf. And then I'm just documenting the details of each of the days that we were at the campground. There's a picture of Nora and I in the pool, and my husband and I, and Nora and her cousin Renee in the pool. And there were so many photos, I chose to do a flip out for this one. So there are the cousins in front of Yogi Bear, us getting ice cream, and Nora and I getting ice cream, making s'mores. And then on the way home, we went the long way and through Ohio and stopped at Cedar Point, which was like super, super fun. Millennium Force was Nora's favorite ride and roller coaster. And we plan to try to do that again this summer, even though we're not going to be going camping because the rest of the family is going to Colorado for Matt's cousin's wedding. We are not going to attend, but we are going to still go out to Michigan this summer and try to make a little summer, a milder summer vacation out of that. Especially because she loved it so much. She's just a roller coaster girl. The day after we got back, Nora went to a birthday party for her bestie, and we picked up Smokey, our new addition. Look how cute he was. He was so little. Oh. Week 32, lots of Allie Edwards products here. I had a work meeting at a brunch place, and that was a picture of my coffee, which was delicious. Little tiny Smokey, Nora starting cheer, a picture at the country club. These are some photos of when I took Abby and Hannah, their sisters, to a local amusement park. So there's some pictures there. And we also went out to dinner. So I took this picture of Nora at the restaurant we ate at, and I did a lot of journaling. Whoops. There we go. And then Nora also had the end of her Wizard of Oz themed dance camp. So I just put some photos in there about that. And I had a local Crane adoptee barbecue pool party. And then I think later on that day, my husband took, my husband, and then there's Abby and Hannah's dad with them at the Great Escape, which is our local Six Flags. And I went to this party by myself. Week 33, these are Studio Calico, it looks like. There's a picture of Nora with her new kitty. This really pretty sunflower that bloomed that Nora planted earlier in the year with a bee on it. And then she ended up getting some sort of like cold, summer cold. It only lasted a couple of days, and we were able to go meet her friend at the park. Sorry that I have to keep picking up the pictures and the, in the album. I know that's probably really annoying, but it's just so big and I don't have enough space on my desk to, I do, but I'd have to zoom way out and then you wouldn't be able to see anything. So taking Nora to the library. This was their jersey night. So where they got their jerseys of football players or their jackets as cheerleaders. Super cute. She was like, I'm so official. I'm really a cheerleader. And then she had her friend Fiona over. And that's after they got their jerseys, some of the girls on her team. Then we had a family day at my husband's job. We had really delicious food after at this Mediterranean place. I have to put a photo of us in there. I have it now. It's actually like my favorite photo that I have of us, I think. And that's me and the oldest Groff sibling. There's Abby, Hannah, Liam, Satya, and Grace. So Grace was home, or this was Grace's last Sunday before they went to college. So I had to get a selfie and took them out for brunch. Week 34, Allie Edwards. Nora is at the Groff's house. Grace had a Barbie themed party. And so Nora hopped in the box and took a picture. And while I hung out with Grace and their friends, Nora came and hung out with Hannah, who did her makeup. And then Nora had another play date the following, she had a play date the week before with Alana, and then had another one with Alana and Abby at the same time. I also hit 6,000 followers this week. I have a bunch of photos of Smokey being so cute and tiny. Nora got a haircut and she looks so old. And then my friend who cuts my hair has a daughter who came over. Oh, my paper clip is on her face. Hold on. Sorry, Vivian. Vivian is this sweet girl here. So they're there in the trampoline. This is Nora at cheer practice. This was the first time they got to try using their pom-poms. My first iced PSL. Nora at her friend Natalie's house in the hot tub and learning how to dive. This was a party before school with some new incoming families to this public school I'm PTA president at, so we went to that. And then in the news, Trump was charged with trying to overturn the 2020 election, so they started going to court for that, and then his mugshot was in the Wall Street Journal. And my friend Linda Loves Creating, shared this thumbnail with me to use. And then Abby stayed over, or no, she came home with us after church on Sunday, so it was just a little selfie there of the three of us. Week 35, these are Studio Calico items with a mixture, I think. Yeah, no, they're mostly Studio Calico. I went back to school shopping alone, got some clothes for myself. Then Nora had Hannah over for a change, and there they are doing handstands in the hall. And there's Nora doing her first ever prep at cheer practice. with the junior coaches. The junior coaches are high school, middle school girls. So they were very experienced and Nora felt safe doing it. So there's Nora at her first game. Oh my gosh. Look how cute she is. There she is right there at halftime. And we took Hannah and Nora to Great Escape. So there they are on different rides. Smokey had, you know, his neutering or whatever you call it. This clearly used to say yum, but I seem to have lost the stickers. This was our favorite place to get ice cream. It's called Dutch Udder. We also went swimming at our neighbor's house, and on the way back, there was a baby bunny hiding. Week 36, Nora had her friend Milani over, and they did face masks, and she ended up staying over. And the next day, we went swimming. And then I took Nora out for froyo. And this was her first day back at school. So now we are on September 7th. These are Studio Calico items again. Nora and Abby she stayed overnight Friday night. So we had ice cream and we watched a movie. Husband and I got to go on a date. So that was really special. And then we picked up our new television. This was at one of the games. And he made a apple rhubarb cobbler on a Sunday. It was super delicious. Okay, these are Allie Edwards products. This is week 37. There's Nora and Smokey. She's doing her after school reading. I did a lot of substitute teaching. This is the first full week of school, and I did quite a bit of subbing because the TA I was subbing for was out with COVID. I received my 2024 planners from Laurel, Denise. Nora wanted to go right to the library on Friday afternoon, which I thought was so cute. And since I was subbing, I was able to get a picture of her doing her first show and tell in her class, sharing all about her cheerleading uniform. And then on the weekend, we took Nora and we met her friend Natalie at Great Escape. So there's a bunch of pictures of them. And my husband and Natalie's dad, Tom, did this crazy ride that I would never do. Nora had a game, so she's right there. And you can't see her. She's in the back here doing back spotting. And that's her and my mom. So my mom came to see her game. Week 38. A lot of this is from the Hobby Story kit by Allie Edwards. Nora was really into making bracelets for these couple weeks for her friends at school. And I put work because I was subbing, so I was able to take a picture of the kiddos. Nora snuggling her kitty in her bedroom. I have some type of sinus cold during this week, so I got kitty snuggles. Smokey's showing his beginning fascination with water, and he's still obsessed. He actually fell in the tub while Nora's taking a bath the other day. He was fine. It was hilarious. Nora had her friend Roman over for like a spontaneous last minute play date. We got to go to the Adirondack Balloon Festival, it's just one of our favorite things to do as a family. So many happy memories going to these. It's just incredible to be able to see them all take off. And it's a very special, unique thing. Then Nora had Abby over again. And then another day she had Abby and Hannah over. So they're there practicing cheer and dance. Week 39, again, is going to be Allie Edwards. Nora and Abby, I took them to lunch on early release day, I think. Oh, they didn't have school. It was Yom Kippur. My cat was napping. My cats were napping somewhat near each other. This was like the first time, so I captured that. Smokey in the tub and in a basket. So cute. And then, I'm documenting all about work because, again, I'm working a lot. So how I am teaching first grade. And we had our first big PTA event, Back to School Fall Festival. So I'm like doing my little spiel. And that's our principal there. Nora had a cheer sleepover the night before competition, which was insane. She said she was up till like 1 a.m. And there she is all dolled up before they went out to perform and take first place, which was amazing. I was so proud. There's different divisions. She's a junior cheerleader. There's senior. There's tackle. There's flag. There's elite. So she's junior. And that's her and one of her friends. because it was 800 degrees in the gym. Literally, it felt like it was 100 degrees. So these are Studio Calico items. So there's Nora at her practice with her first place trophy. Stole this idea from Jenny Garcia where she took like a card that had lots of dots and put stickers on top that coordinated, and I tried to do that on this card. It was really fun. No rhyme or reason, just other than like it went with the color scheme and I needed a filler card. I took Nora to playground after school, and she had an early release day, so I treated them to Thai food. That's one of my good friends, Johanna, was subbing, so I got a picture of Nora at recess because I happened to be outside at the same time as her recess with my kiddos. Friday, we got dessert crepes. Nora got boba. It was freezing for the cheer game. We actually left after halftime. And then we started playing Clue this week. Nora went to a birthday party at a Ninja Lab for her friend Mackenzie, and Mia was there. They're both from cheer. And then this is week 41, and I'm using a lot of Paper Person products here mixed with Ali Edwards. So Nora put some fake nails on. I finally gave in and let her try them. That's just me with a fresh cotton color and wearing a very fall plaid shirt. It was nice enough, though, that I was able to take Nora to the playground after school one day. A picture of my pumpkin spice latte, and then Smokey with his ears back because he discovered he could jump way up high in between our kitchen and dining room, and he knew he probably wasn't supposed to be up there. Photo of a selfie of myself. Wow. A selfie I took while I was substitute teaching. That's their the school logo and mascot behind me, and I've got my little teacher badge on. We're at recess again. A very cold evening game. It was one of the playoff games, I think. Started to set up my December daily cart, which was very exciting. And I recorded a podcast that was released on the John Chi Show, which is about being Korean American adopted. A picture, we had our pastor and her husband and their boys over one Sunday. So I took a picture of them in our backyard. Week 42 is Studio Calico. This was a field trip to a local orchard where poor Nora got stung in the face by a bee. And luckily I was on the trip with her because she was very upset, so I was able to comfort her. But there's all her class. And then Nora, who I treated to some candy in the little shop because of the sting she got. That's Nora oohing and ahhing over Christmas decorations being out. Her playing with nano tape, which is something that she had like a brief interest in. This was a cheer showcase at my old high school, which was really cool. And there I am in the background there. We won our playoff game. So there's Nora. Okay, so this was the first playoff game. There's Nora and our mascot. I did a little bit of stamping here. And then this is just a photo of them doing a cheer timeout. And then a updated picture of the cats on their new cat tower. This is going to be a Paper Person shop combined with Ali Edwards. Nora had her friend Evan over, and they're just the cutest. I took a photo of the leaves and my view as I drive to school. My husband and Nora doing a puzzle. Nora doing a puzzle. We had our Scholastic Book Fair, which was a lot of work. And there's a photo of Nora and her friend Fiona twinning at School for Spirit Week. Okay, so there's a selfie of me at the book fair. Oh, I thought that was Fall Fest. That was Back to School Bash. This is Fall Fest, the PTA events. Second playoff game, Nora and Abby at the the Fall Fest. And then a picture of the three of us at dinner. Nora and I both had pink sweaters and jeans on. That's her eating a lemon at dinner. It's just so funny. I got her face. And we did a little shopping for my birthday. It was my birthday. I turned 41. Nora's second playoff game. We lost, so I'm just journaling about that. Week 44, Nora got Positive Citizen Award for her class. So that's her and her friend. was Halloween, so she was dressed up as Princess Peach. And then this is all the administrative staff dressed as Mario, and they didn't have a Peach, so I got a picture of her with them. A lot of these items are paper person shop. Halloween shenanigans, parade at school, her class party, all the candy she got after trick-or-treating. Our magic bands for Disney came in. I created my introduction and a reason why pages for my December daily album. And we discovered a new place Nora liked to go out to eat, which is very exciting. So that's her enjoying a mango lassi. She had her friend Natalie over for the first time, and they were painting, and they did nails. And then Nora cuddling with her cat. My first holiday drink of 2023. And it's starting to be November. I got to see Satya's play. I mentioned her. She is the second oldest Groff sibling. There's 5 of them. Week 45 is Allie Edwards. Yes, no kit, combined with stories by the month. My in-laws came to visit. This was Monday night. I remember Carrie and I, who's an amazing, she's our social media and parental engagement vice president. We went to a PTA banquet. I was substitute teaching earlier that day, so that's just a picture I took of the kiddos on my lap. Oh, what's this? Okay, this is my, from my name badge. And then my in-laws came later that night. Nora did a puzzle with her grandma. They brought their puppy. Nora learned how to do some sewing, so I took a picture of her with her creation that grandma helped her learn how to do. And they went to the New York State Museum while I stayed home and crafted, which was fantastic. This is a shot of them, Matt and his parents and Nora, outside of the museum we went to. We went to a science museum. That's what she wanted to do for her birthday. We had a cheer banquet. So there's Nora with her own trophy and one of her coaches and her friend. And let's see, is this a flip up? Yes. So there's some different pictures there of the family at the MySci Museum. And a picture of Nora and her friends at the banquet. And then when my in-laws were here, we played this game my husband got me for my birthday, it was so funny. If you guys haven't tried this, it's definitely for adults only because it's pretty inappropriate. But it's called Red Flags, the game of terrible dates, and it is so good. So good. Like, we almost peed our pants. We were laughing so hard. Okay, this is week 46 and Nora's birthday party week. I took a picture of Smokey. My mother-in-law got me these flowers for my birthday. Nora was doing some stamping with my December daily stamps. I got my first Frozen holiday drink. I took a selfie before I got my mammogram. Nora and I getting dinner Friday night. My husband was there too, but we just took a selfie of us eating our poke bowls. And these items are mostly Studio Calico, by the way. This was Nora's birthday party. Lots and lots of photos. We went to see Hannah's play. Sorry, that was Siri. So I took a little snippet from the program about Hannah and the little, from their flyer. And then lots of pictures of Nora's birthday. And then taking Nora and Hannah shopping because it was Hannah's birthday a few weeks prior. So I took them to Sephora. There they are outside of Sephora and in front of the Santa display. Looking way too grown up. Week 47 is Allie Edwards. So now we're going to see a lot of Christmas and holiday things happening. So Nora's teacher assistant from a couple years ago surprised her at school because her mom is Nora's current teacher assistant, who is, let's see, right here. That's Mrs. Aubin, and that's her daughter, the former Miss Aubin, who's recently married and moved to Colorado to teach and be with her husband. So that's a selfie of them that she sent me. Smokey being crazy on the window. Watching the Macy's parade with some Starbucks. Nora had a sleepover the night before with her friend Mackenzie. My mom came over on Thanksgiving, and there's a photo of Nora and her cousins on my side of the family at my aunt's house. And we had just had our Christmas photos taken. So I got a picture of them at the little Christmas party that my aunt had. It wasn't really a Christmas party, it was like a family gathering, but we put our tree up on Saturday, and there's Nora and Matt decorating the tree. Nora and I took a selfie. We had a church outreach event, so I'm documenting that. We tried this delicious gelato flight from Aldi, and we watched Trolls. And then my mom ended up in the ER, and I went to spend the evening with her. Week 48 is paper person, shop, and a little bit of Allie Edwards. There's me just spending my day relaxing because I was so tired from being in the ER all night. A photo of what Target looked like and Nora's favorite things that she wants, all these little tiny like mini-verse and like blind ball toys, just full of crap, you know, nothing she needs. My husband took a picture of me. That's actually him. So I'm laying with him asleep and Smokey's on top of both of us. So, and then this is a picture and a story of us doing gingerbread houses, but it's not really a gingerbread house because Nora has celiacs. It was a craft kit. Okay. And the Christmas tree at night, the finished gingerbread house, Nora and Matt laughing while they were making it. We got to go on a little date while Nora went to a holiday party, a tea party. Jeeves playing with Nora's Christmas tree, lots of kitty cat photos. Nora at the tea party being dressed up like a tree. Her and her friend Fiona, who she took with her, who ended up staying overnight. And Nora had her Christmas recital. And I did, if you noticed, I did change the 8 in week 48. I had originally stamped 49 and this was week 48. So I luckily still had a piece of this paper, and I just, because it's so like busy, you can't even tell really, unless you look up close, that it's a piece on top. And then I restamped the number. Week 49. So Christmas ice cream, so good. It tastes just like the tree cakes by Little Debbie. These are Studio Calico cards mixed with paper person shop. Kitty cat snuggles. Nora had blood work. We got our first snow. We also had a random trip to New York City that was a gift last minute to see the Rockettes, which was amazing. But I got sick. I drank something foreign to my body on the way back, and the next day I started getting very sick. So this is documenting that trip. Bunch of photos about Radio City and seeing the Rockettes in front of the tree in Rockefeller Center. And then the next day I started breaking out in hives that landed me in the hospital. It was really, really bad. So Sunday, my husband did take Nora to church while I stayed home, and I ended up in the ER Sunday evening. So that was that story. Not pleasant. And the paper person sick story kit subscription worked perfectly for this. Week 50, I think this is the last one I filmed, is using Allie Edwards products. This is a washi from Simply Gilded. The craft stars are from Studio Calico, as are the labels. A lot of the chipboard pieces and the word phrase stickers are from Allie Edwards. So it was a lot of just, I was still recovering, so it was a lot of me crafting when I could, when my hands weren't too swollen to craft. And then when I started feeling slightly like I could at least put some clothes on to go out and not, you know, I just literally put pajamas on and went in the car, and we didn't get out of the car. We just took hot chocolate with us and drove through the lights. And then finally I was better and I was able to meet my friend Linda. Linda loves creating for brunch. So there's this story here, but there's a whole separate story in my December daily. Nora had we had a PTA event, Cookies and Canvas. So there she is making her painting. And then we went to Disney on Ice. So there's some photos and journaling about that, along with a stub. And then after the show, we went to lunch. And Sunday is always a church day. So this was the photo I took of the above the street where our church is. It's all decorated for the holidays. Week 51, it's Studio Calico items. So this is a selfie I took because I went finally back to subbing, and everybody was like, where have you been? Because for like 2 weeks after I subbed, like it was a month since I had subbed pretty much, and there were 2 weeks after Thanksgiving where nobody requested a sub, so I didn't take a job because there wasn't one available, and then I got sick. So then there's Nora and her teacher assistant wearing, it was like ugly sweater day. This is the Friday before break for Christmas, so this is the 22nd. My husband and I dropped Nora off at school first, and we snuck out to go get ourselves these really bougie, delicious coffees while she went to school, and then we met her for morning program at the school in the gymnasium, which is what that picture is, because it was pajama day. It was perfect. It was Friday, so right after school got out, we left. We picked her up. My husband didn't have to work that day, so we picked her up and we started driving to Michigan. Earlier in the week, I had to finish getting her teacher's ornaments, so she took this picture. She found this Hello Kitty hat, and she looks so cute, so I snapped that photo of her. I used some sequins to decorate. I don't know if you can see that, but these are sequins. These are little tiny resin pieces. These chipboard circles are from My Mind's Eye. They were gifted to me by Jenny Garcia. These puffy hearts and this puffy sticker here are from Paper Person Shop. The tags are Studio Calico. The cards are Studio Calico. Picture of my mom coming over to celebrate Christmas with us on the 21st. And that's her opening her present. And then Christmas Eve, we went to service at Matt's old church, and that's our friend and his friend, Jesse, who's the pastor there. And then there was like a little photo opportunity. And then this chipboard tree, I just put some of those same sequins on. And I wanted to make this really fun shaker pocket. So I put a bunch of sequins in here and some wood stars that came with the December Daily, they were part of the add-ons for December Daily this year. And so I put a bunch of different sequins in from the Diary of Belle Rose, and then some that are from my stash from Michael's with the wood stars. So it's just a fun little page. And then Nora decorating cookies on Christmas Eve at Grandma's house, because we had made it out to Michigan, obviously. And then the last week, a lot of this is Paper Person Shop. Week 52, and the hearts are all from Studio Calico. There's Nora with one of her Christmas presents that she was surprised to get. And my newest nephew, TJ, and Matt and Nora and TJ. And TJ's older sister, Sutton, who's the youngest girl cousin. And the oldest Chapman cousin, who's Justin. I documented our trip to see Trolls, and this was after Christmas, so this is the 26th. And after we went to the movies, we went to Jesse's house, and he has 2 daughters, Ruby and Chloe, and Nora always plays with Ruby every year. So here they were pretending to be cats. My husband and I went on a date on the 27th, and we were in the mall, and we found this really cool cotton candy vending machine, and we were like, let's make it and bring it to Nora. So it was really neat. It was a little bit shrunk by the time we got it to her, but it was really cool to see it. I want one for here. Nora had a sleepover with her cousin Renee. Sadly, she was supposed to spend a lot more time with her cousins, but they were not feeling well. So one of her cousins had a fever, and the other one had stomach problems. So Nora still was at least able to have a sleepover with Renee, which was nice. Renee is Justin's little sister. And there's the shaker pocket. So fun. On our date, my husband and I went through Lansing, and we saw the Capitol and the tree and the pretty display there. And then Nora and I took a selfie at Chapman Christmas. Sadly, that's the only picture I got of Chapman Christmas. I didn't even think to take pictures of anything. The next day we left to drive to Niagara Falls, and on the way we stopped at some outlets so I could do a little shopping and my husband's former college. And that's a picture of Nora in front of the tree inside his college, and him kind of walking down the hall reminiscing and telling us stories about his college days, which was really fun and special. And then this little card that's a space holder. It says goodbye 2023, hello 2024. And our pamphlet they gave us for waiting at Rainforest Cafe, which is where we always go when we stay in Niagara Falls on our way home. And this is just a picture of the street in Niagara Falls. So pretty. And Nora swimming in the pool and using my husband as a slide. She called it the daddy slide, which was really cute. And then on New Year's Eve, I'm finally in my happy place watching December daily videos with my kitty on my lap and in my craft room. So that, I know, was a lot. That's the end of my second volume for this project. Again, absolutely love, love, love every one of these stories and this fabulous album. I've loved being able to share it with you. Let me know if you have any questions, like I said, about anything I shared, products I used. You know, I get questions like that from time to time, and I'm very happy to answer them. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will be starting my project life very soon for 2024. So make sure that you like this video if you did, subscribe if you're not, and I'll see you next time. Take care, and remember that you are enough. Bye, friends.